Right now you're on public property.
Yeah.
There's no crime with you.
We don't want to have to force our way in here. We have an order.
You're going to conduct your investigation. You're going to release me.
Just getting B-roll of the intersection.
For what?
For a story about Sahuarita Police Department.
Okay.
That's it. Nothing.
Are you recording the installation?
Or taking photos that direction?
No, just the mountains.
Just the mountain?
Yeah, just the mountains and the traffic in the intersection.
You're recording towards the installation, sir.
On the public sidewalk even?
Correct, yes.
That right
Are
there
you-
is a security issue. So if you were to film it from here, you're still gonna get in trouble for it.
Seriously?
Yeah, because that's a vital area of the installation.
Just this open area in the public intersection?
We're showing the entire installation, right? You could be coming over here and showing the entrance to our installation. That's a vital installation part.
Yeah.
And it's a United States code as well. I think it's 18795, I believe.
Okay. So I can't record B. Man, you rolled up fast. You scared me.
Yeah.
I thought you were going after like a murderer or something. The way you pulled up. Was that you or
That
him?
was me, yeah. Because I didn't realize the turn was right here, so I was like, oh crap.
I was like, dude, a murder just happened. Like police are coming in hard.
There's been recent how do I say this? I guess you could say threats to the installation.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm no threat, man. I'm getting B-roll footage. I'm doing a story.
We don't know if you are or aren't, right?
No, yeah.
We're just taken accordingly.
So I'm doing a story about this officer with Sahuarita Police Department. I'm trying to remember his name right now. Matarang, I believe.
Okay. Troop?
No, he's with Sahuarita. Okay. So I'm just getting B-roll of the area. I got some stuff over at
Sahuarita is like 50 miles down.
I'm sorry, not Sahuarita. Yeah, I
No,
do.
like,
Sierra Vista.
Sierra
I
Vista.
apologize, man.
Sierra Vista.
Yeah, Matarang. So I was over at the police department yesterday doing records requests, and then I'm just doing B-roll over here to. What I was told is, so we're doing a whole story. So we're trying to do a story about the whole area, Sierra Vista. And if I'm not mistaken, Sierra Vista is basically built on Fort Huachuca. That's kind of what I gathered in my investigation.
Back in the late 1800s, Fort Huachuca was here first.
Okay.
It was actually, I want to say, started from the Buffalo Soldiers, but I don't want to steer you wrong. I don't want to give false information. But they were essentially the first settlers over here to combat the Mexicans that were invading on like the ranches and whatnot. So it was first the installation. Obviously it wasn't what it is now, and then Sierra Vista came later.
Okay. That's what, and I was talking to them over at City Hall yesterday, and they were saying, a good majority of the population here is military or military contractors. She was telling me they got some new contracts coming up with the city, I believe, for some, So that's it, bro. I'm sorry, it's noisy over here. Do you want to come over here?
If you can do me a favor, though, stop recording because you are facing the installation.
Stop recording that direction?
Yes, that direction.
Okay.
You can record that direction.
And that's...
Record the installation entrance.
Okay.
I understand that you might try to begin B-roll towards the mountains and whatnot.
Yeah, that's the...
Don't
Don't
point
film
towards
that.
the
Okay.
installation entrance.
Did you know Google did it?
Did what?
Filmed towards that direction? It's all over the internet.
They
Okay.
have like a
I mean-
that way.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go over this way then. I mean, I don't want you guys to like violently attack me or something.
Oh no. There's no reason to do that.
Okay, cool. Well, there was no reason to violently attack me for videoing at that same intersection in 2017 either, but that didn't stop them. They even slapped 4 federal charges on me, which were completely dismissed 2 years later. Yeah, I'll go over this way so we can point the camera every which way without wording. But you're saying on this public intersection right here, I feel like threatened with violence, that if I point a camera in a certain direction on the public intersection that you might violently attack me or something. Because you seem like kind of a retard. You're not even on your base either, and you're out here like barking orders and stuff. Like the line of demarcation is way up there, right? Yeah, so I suggest you go back to your base, and take care of your base and leave the free public area free in public, you know what I mean? I mean, not you seem chill, but this guy, yeah, I mean, you're telling me I can't point a camera in a direction in a public area, like
Towards that, yes.
towards the mountain?
The mountains are fine. Like,
Yeah.
You're filming at the mountain, you're fine.
I'll tell you a secret. I already beat this case in 2017 on that corner.
On that corner?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Head back to your base, man. Thank you. Hey, don't ever come out here and tell people that they can't point a camera at that installation again, okay? Don't ever tell anyone that again, okay? Because we can point a camera over there from a public area. Do you understand? Go back to your base. Hey, I'm sorry, man. I really do apologize. I just came to shoot some B-roll. No, we're doing a video, or I'm sorry, a story on Officer Mattering. Sure you're familiar with him? Yeah. He's been in a lot of trouble over the last year, and he's still with the department. So I was literally just shooting some B-roll because Fort Huachuca is a huge, it's like Sierra Vista is built on Fort Huachuca, right?
Yeah, it's a big historic part of this.
Exactly. So,
anything that I can do for you or anything?
yeah, no, I think you're good. You told.
And I'm here just because they called us.
Cool.
I'm out here.
Cool. I appreciate you coming because this one right here really wanted to tell me that I can't point the camera in that direction over there.
I see.
And I just, I appreciate you chilling them out and telling them to go home.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're going to go back, do their business on post. I'm just making sure that you don't need anything from us.
No,
and then other than that, then I'll be on my way.
No, appreciate you telling them to screw off, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Your day, okay?
All right, you too. I can shoot B-roll of the gate over there, right?
So listen, right now you're on public property.
Yeah.
There's no crime with you taking video of whatever is within eyesight of you standing somewhere where it's public.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna mess with you about
Cool.
it. You're not doing anything wrong. You're on the sidewalk. You're on the road. There's no reason for me to be.
You told them that too, that I can keep shooting B-roll of the mountains in that direction and stuff?
No, they basically just said they were gonna go back to post. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I let them do what
Cool.
they were gonna do.
I was about to wrap up in about 30 seconds when they rolled up anyways, but I just wanted to make sure in the future. I mean, this is this is what Sierra Vista is. So I just find it absolutely bizarre that I would shoot B-roll of the front of the Army base.
Were you on this side?
Yeah. And even if I were on that side, it's still a public sidewalk, and their line of demarcation is way up there.
Okay.
So
I get where you're coming from, man. That's why I showed up as part of their request.
Cool.
But now knowing that you're good.
Yeah.
Can police, or even military police, lawfully order someone to stop recording from a public sidewalk simply because a military gate appears in the background? Under the First Amendment, recording what is plainly visible from a lawful public location is generally protected, while the Fourth Amendment limits government interference absent lawful justification. In this encounter, officers cite security concerns, while the citizen argues his constitutional rights remain intact. We'll examine both using legal principles, not emotion, to determine whether the response matched the law. Subscribe to ID Refusal Pro and join thousands learning their rights with ID Refusal Pro.
Hello. You mind opening the door?
I do mind.
Okay, we're going to open it either way, so I'd like to explain to you that that's going to happen. This is all being audio.
Do you have a warrant?
Yeah, we do. We have a warrant to take custody of the child.
Can I see it?
I can show you an email of it real quick. I don't have to show you, but I'm going to show you so we can have a peaceful relationship.
What's on there?
This is a court order that's signed by Judge Meadows that orders us to take custody of the child. I can't do you hear it through the window.
All right, that's all right. I can read it. Can you move it over a little bit so I can read it?
I'll shrink it down if you can see. That's the whole thing. There's a paper copy coming from DCF as well, but this was emailed to me right away.
And currently, they are filing an injunction.
Okay.
And they're waiting for your sergeant to call.
I'm the sergeant.
Oh, you're the sergeant?
And the lieutenant, the two highest ranking people working are both right here.
So she called 911.
She's inside the house. Well, I told her I would speak to her in person.
Okay. And, okay, let me finish this.
Judge Meadows signed the order.
Whoops, it just faded, so can you put the light back on?
Which one? Oh.
That's okay. And The child has gotten proper care yesterday.
I'm sorry?
The child did have proper care, so
Okay,
that's,
okay.
that's why it's a fraudulent.
Okay, so here's all I'm going to explain to you, and this is all being recorded and very peacefully. We know the child is inside, and a judge has commanded us to retrieve the child.
Right, but they said last night on the CPS people.
Okay.
They said there was no medical care.
I don't have any information or input into what goes into an order or who testifies in front of a judge if that's not true or true. All I can tell you is they went to the court this morning. Judge Bob Meadows signed this order, and it commands us by any reasonable force necessary to enter this premises and retrieve the child. So I'm being very peaceful. I don't want nobody to get hurt, nobody to get arrested, no property to get damaged. But I assure you, we are coming inside and we're going to check the welfare of the child. So however that needs to happen as peaceful as possible, I am an advocate for peace and harmony in the community, but I assure you, we have to come in. So I don't know what else to tell you. I've told you, I've showed it to you, and we have to come in. So however you want to make that happen peacefully, I'm all about it. If we have
Even if they're filing an injunction,
the injunction is not in place at this time. A circuit judge elected by the Ford County area has commanded me and my deputies to enter this premise and secure the child. There's nothing else I can do. The injunction means nothing to me. It's not in place. She hasn't shown up at the courthouse and presented anything. So again, this is about we're winding down on all the warnings I can give you that we're coming in.
She will have her opportunity in civil court
Absolutely.
to fight
Absolutely.
this. But
I am not making, and I'm not passing judgment on who's right or who's wrong.
No.
All I'm
She'll
telling
have
you is
her opportunity
we have to
in
come in.
court.
I'm Lieutenant Savita. I'm Lieutenant Savita with the Sheriff's Office. So everything they told you is exactly true. We have to take the child into custody. There's no ways around it. So it would behoove what I'd really like to see is just cooperate with us. We'll come in, we'll talk to her, we'll get the baby, and then we're out of here. And it's as simple as that. We're not here to harm anybody. We have to follow the judge's order. So we're not trying to cause you any problems. We wouldn't do that. We're hoping that you open the door so we can go and talk to her and we can do what the judge has ordered.
If I can get my RAM.
But we know she's here and we don't want to go down that route.
If we have to...
We don't want to have to force our way in here. We have an order. I'm sorry, sir?
Why do you have to force your way in to get
Because we have an order from a judge to take the child into custody.
Why?
It doesn't matter why. I've told you that.
Doesn't matter why.
I've read it to you. She just read it.
We weren't in court. We weren't in court for the presentation of why. We haven't.
You're just the ones who's going to come and take the kid.
Correct.
We're the ones that are just given. We're told to come. We have the order.
What I'm saying, guys, is that you're not questioning why you're coming in to take this child. Why?
Because somebody presented evidence to a judge that allowed him to sign a paper.
I know, but you guys should use discernment of that to figure out why.
But we
get upset.
I'm not upset. You're hindering an investigation.
No, I'm not.
Well, well, number one, we weren't in court this morning with it. We were just called to come out and do this. So, we have a judge, it's like a warrant. So, no, listen. It's as similar as like a warrant. If we have a felony warrant for someone, we're going to arrest them. We're not going to look into why the judge signed the warrant. I'm talking to an adult. I'm just using as a.
That's all I'm saying is that it's different. You guys it's not like there's a drug deal over here and you guys have a warrant for his arrest.
Correct.
It's a baby. It's a new baby. So,
That's right.
So you don't question it. I know that's what confuses me. That's all. I'm just using common sense. Is all I'm doing. And I'm saying don't let that confuse you guys. that you would think that why would you want to come here and come to a private woman's home and ask to come take a child? That's trafficking a child.
Because we have a judge's order that orders us.
You're legal, so you're legally going to traffic this child.
No, we're not legally trafficking the child. The judge's order gives us the right.
I know the judge's order. What I'm saying, guys, is that
The child.
this in the first place.
We have an order from a judge. The child goes to DC.
1180 K-9 4.
So the child's going to go straight to DCF.
That is correct. They'll be here. They'll be.
Just taking the child.
When you're clear, can you head this location?
Because the judge found reason for us, for DCF.
And you don't question that reason.
Sir, I don't know.
You guys are supposed to protect and serve.
We are, and that's what we. Yes, we are, and that's what we do. We protect and serve.
I've never been in a situation like this. I'm confused by it because you're supposed to protect and serve, but you're coming to get a child.
Because we have a judge's order that says for us.
It was based on, the baby saw a doctor yesterday. DCF showed up at my house last night and told me that the child had not had medical care, and that was not true.
Okay.
And we can produce the doctor's info, but she went to the doctor. So the judge saw fraudulent evidence.
Okay, then you're going to have to take that. She's going to have to get a lawyer, and you're going to have to take that evidence that you have and present that at a later date. But today we have an order to retrieve this child, to return the child over to DCF, and we want to do it very peacefully. We don't want any problems. We protect and serve the community. So it just takes, all it is cooperation. I assure you,
So what happens if, let's say this, like you guys decide to go, okay, you know what, this doesn't, so to us, we got a warrant, we're supposed to get this baby, but it doesn't really make sense.
it's not a warrant. It's an order to take the child into custody.
I know it's an order to take the child, but you guys are coming here to protect and serve. You're ordered to take a newborn baby from its mother. So I don't understand where the common sense behind it.
Because there was evidence presented to the judge that led the judge to sign an order for us to come to. We don't have to do it. We could let her turn the baby over to DCF.
So if you don't have to do it, then you guys go on your way. And
Yeah, but you got to let DCF come in and take the child.
That's fine, but you guys should just go. That's what I'm trying to get.
We're not leaving.
Yeah, but we can't.
I know, but you guys use your own discernment. Say, you know what? It looks like we're not going to be able to get the baby today. Let's just try another time, or let her go ahead and do it.
Nope.
We can't.
Why?
Because we're here. We're responsible now. We know that the child is in here.
DCF's right here.
DCF is right here, so let's do it. Let's do it that way. They're coming up. I don't have a problem with you letting DCF in, if that's how you want to play the game. Because I don't really feel.
I'm not playing the game. No,
I didn't mean play the game. I didn't mean play the game like that.
All I'm doing is questioning you guys. All I'm doing is using my own questioning discernment to figure out why this is so important to come get this child.
I've already
at an emergency, like the child is in danger.
I've already.
No, but it doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't.
You guys gotta do a job. Sometimes your job has to side with.
Let's get DCF up here. Let's try that route.
Okay.
I told him to let's get DCF. That DCF up here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like talking, but I just want to have investigations. So she's not working
No, I'm not doing anything criminal, sir. I'm just having a conversation. It's not. The judge signed an order, so.
I spoke to Judge Meadows, my dawn. I spoke to Judge Meadows, carte blanche 100%. His order says to go do this.
Okay.
Take out custody.
I'm almost there with him.
Okay. We don't have to wait, we don't have to do, I mean, it's all...
She's on the phone with DCF right now.
Yeah, the DCF was telling me that she's not cooperative. Okay,
I'm working on the
well,
order.
I know. Okay. We're just waiting on if they can make negotiation. I confirmed with the judge. The judge says we have every right to knock this door in and go get her. We're trying to do it peacefully as possible and not cause that problem, but we are going to get this child one way or another. So don't rest assured that's going to happen. And just waiting on, we're trying to let cooler heads prevail before we make any forced entry.
I agree.
I didn't know. I did not. So here, I will talk with you. But here's the bottom line. The order says that the baby has to go with UCF today. I wasn't there.
Hello. Yeah, I did too. So we're almost there. We got her at the window now. It's getting a little closer to negotiable. If it doesn't take a turn for the better and continuous direction, we will go in. Can you hear me? Yeah, I broke up. No, I said we got at least Megan now is at the window. We're still trying to do peacefully, so we're good. But if this doesn't continue to develop, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Hey, take Eric's call. He's calling you right now.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
If police arrive at your home with a judge's order, does the Fourth Amendment still matter? Absolutely. But the real issue is what that order legally authorizes. The Fourth Amendment protects the home against unreasonable government entry, while Florida's interference with custody law, Section 787.03, can criminalize knowingly interfering with lawful custody under specified circumstances. From the deputies' perspective, they say they are executing a valid judicial command. From the occupant's perspective, the underlying allegations and authority for forced entry remain disputed. The critical distinction is between challenging an order in court and physically obstructing its lawful execution. Subscribe to ID Refusal Pro and join thousands learning their rights with ID Refusal Pro.
All right, now I'm going to listen to you and make it quick. You told me I'm detained. What am I detained for? All right, why am I being detained?
Temporarily.
No, why am I being detained? What's the crime I've committed?
You don't let me answer your question.
Am I free to go?
No, you're not.
What?
You
So
don't let me answer your question.
I'm not going to answer any of your questions if you don't understand that. I have a Fifth Amendment right to freedom, protection. Now, my bottom line is, why are you detaining me? What crime have I committed?
I'm trying to answer your question. You're not.
Just answer my gosh darn question. What crime have I committed?
Interrupting me. I can't.
Well, you're not answering my one question. What crime have I committed?
I'm telling you right now, you are being detained. I didn't say. You
For
committed
what?
a crime. I didn't say you committed a crime.
For why are you detaining me then?
Are you going to let me answer?
Just answer my question. What crime have I committed?
I didn't say you committed a crime.
What crime are you investigating?
Someone called in and said that you were yelling.
Who was the someone?
Anonymous call.
Well, why don't you go talk to them before you speak to me, and I'll wait right here.
If it's anonymous, there's no phone call.
Well, then I'm not going to say anything to you. I'm done speaking to you. Anything you need to do, I'm live on the YouTube.
And that's great.
And now the question I'm answering you, you're a servant, right?
I'm a servant of Gulfport. Yes, I am.
I'm a resident of Gulfport. Are you aware of that?
I am.
You called my name out when you walked up. How do you know my name?
Because whoever called it in knew who you were. That's it. Listen.
All right, I'm going to make a records request for that call. Do you understand Sunshine Law 119 records request?
Fine.
Do you understand you are now in what's the case number on this?
I don't know that.
I want that, please.
I will.
I'm not going to answer any of your questions, so don't bother asking me a single thing. You understand that? I'm not going to answer a single question. Do you understand me?
What I have to do.
I don't give a shit what you got to do. You do your investigation. I will wait here until you're done.
That's the way that I do my investigation.
By anonymous bullshit calls.
Can you let me
No, I'm not listening to you. Do your investigation, and I'll just sit here and say I got constitutional rights that are being violated over and over again. You know your chief is a lying sack of shit. You know that, right? He destroys evidence. You know that? Are you sneaking up behind me?
Nobody's sneaking up behind you.
Then do you know my name? Yeah, you do know my name. I met you in the city council meeting. Did I not? Do you remember me talking about getting ass raped by police officers? I've got 4 lawyers now. Don't talk to me anymore. I'm done. Do your investigation. Don't say a word to me. I'm going to remain quiet. Do you remember speaking to me?
Mr. Rodriguez.
Do you remember speaking to me? I'm going to remain silent. Don't ask me anything.
That's not how that works.
We'll see how the Constitution works, because you jackasses don't understand the Constitution, apparently.
So this is what's going to happen here.
This is not going to happen here. You're going to conduct your investigation. You're going to release me.
Investigations are conducted.
What?
How do you think investigations are conducted?
By anonymous phone calls, by people that don't know leave their names, lying sacks of shit. And you come to address me about this. Did you talk to the complainant? What did you visual? What did you see? What did you know? That's right, donut. And I got you coming to court, mother. I also tell Chief Vincent he will be facing me in a goddamn court of law. This is called the walk of shame, you mother cowards. This is also called the First Amendment right of protest. You stupid
Across these 3 encounters, the same lesson appears in 3 different forms. Authority still requires a legal foundation. At Fort Huachuca, public photography produced a jurisdiction dispute. Based on the footage, the officers earn a B- for eventually recognizing the public space issue, while the citizen earns a B for asserting the right, but escalating the rhetoric. In Indian River County, deputies earn an A- for repeatedly attempting peaceful execution of a judicial order, while the occupants receive a C because challenging the order was legitimate, but physical obstruction could create additional legal exposure. Here in Gulfport, police receive a C- because the footage never clearly communicates the specific reasonable suspicion supporting detention, while Rodriguez earns a C+. He correctly asks the key constitutional questions, but unnecessary insults weaken an otherwise stronger rights-based position. The smartest response remains calm. Identify whether you are detained, ask for the legal basis, remain silent when appropriate, document the encounter, and challenge questionable government action through records, complaints, or court, not physical resistance. Continue with the ID Refusal, First Amendment Audit, and Know Your Rights video appearing on screen and across the ID Refusal Pro library. Subscribe to ID Refusal Pro and join thousands learning their rights with ID Refusal Pro.